on, guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back for episode number 2 of our Zero to Hero series here on Franchise Hockey Manager 11. So, in today's episode, here's kind of the plan that I've got. The plan is to get up to January 1st. That way we can finish the season in the next episode. If there's playoffs, we can get that done too. So next episode's probably going to be a bit longer, but yes, that's the plan in this episode, to get up to January 1st. See, we can't really make any moves, any changes. At least I'm not looking to make any moves or changes. I just kind of want to see what we can get out of the team that we have. Let's get it underway. We'll get Trutel in for this game, and it is going to be a 4-2 win. Barrett scored, Dove McFalls, Ustorf, Charlie Gerard. Solid game from the boys. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, we're at the second game of the episode. It's going to be, again, Trutel's net for this one. And we take a 4-1 victory. Alright, so we're going to finish one more game here real time, and then I'm going to start a time lapse of the games, basically till like the last week before January. When the simulation stops here in a second, I'll kind of show you what I mean. But right now we sit 7th. Playoffs are an option, but if we start sliding, we don't have that big of a gap. So if we want to aim for playoffs, we gotta get rolling here. And this is what I mean. So I'm gonna time lapse it up till probably the 15th, and then we can resume simulation, so we can follow the final 4 games before the end of the episode. Yeah, I think that's a good plan there. That way you don't have to sit through all of it, because again, I don't plan on being a contending team, and I do feel like this would be kind of boring to watch. So we'll finish here against Frankfurt. We'll roll ST-HILAIRE in the net. And it's a 4-1 loss. Alright, I'll see you guys at the other end of the time lapse. Alright, we're up here at December 15th. We have 5 games before the end of the episode, or where we kind of aligned it to be the end of the episode. Anyways, this is what the team has been looking like since. We've actually been really good. Really good. Huge difference from when we started. I think we were in 10th. At one point we had ourselves all the way up to like 5th or 6th. Like, we're definitely a tweener team, but looks like we might be up near the top for teams that make the playoffs that might not go far. But yeah, for the most part it was a solid stretch of games. I know I said I wasn't going to use ST-HILAIRE, but he's honestly just the better goalie. I have to play the better goalie at this point, even though we're not keeping him. I'd be stupid not to. especially because we're a lot closer to losing in overtime, but we're a lot closer to being a playoff team than I thought we were going to be. So I want to give our team the best chance to succeed. And there you go. You see ST-HILAIRE there among the top for the 2 goaltending stats other than wins. He's top for save percentage and 5th for goals against average amongst the whole league. We had Gil Martin there. He has 11 goals, so he's on the outside looking in, but being on the same pace as a Michael Delcol, former New York Islander NHL player, Kenny Agostino. Just before the game here, there's an off-ice incident. You don't like seeing that, but then again, we are... Actually, we'll just keep McKenna there. Again, I'm not trying to be a top team, so I'm, for the most part, just going to ignore all the team issues. Also because we're basically rebuilding the team next year, so all those problems will go away when we get a new group of players in. Alright, we're set here against the Colmar Whale. Again, Samuel will get in the net. It's a 4-0 win. Gil Martin a 2-point night, McKenna a 2-point night, Shaw a 2-point night. Beautiful. Up here at our next game, Samuel will get again in between the pipes. And that's going to be a 4-3 loss. ST-HILAIRE will get another start. 3-2 loss. Is it time to switch back? No. His stats are still tremendous. Yeah, let's do a bit of a wrap-up. So, Mika Perttunen is on pace for 32 points out of 36 games. Yeah, he got hurt, right? He was hurt in the beginning of the year, so a bit of a slow start. If he can aim for 32 to finish, that would be okay. I would be okay with that. Again, we don't have the team around the 3 stars. If we had like a 3.5 star, you'd expect a bit more, but Gil Martin looks pretty good. Alanov, he is a 3rd-line left winger for us. Gerard is our 2nd-line center. Kai has been getting a lot of 1st-line ice time. I think I'm going to stick Kai there. See what he can do with Evan Barrett for the remainder of the year. But yeah, all in all, it's again, like I said last episode, it's not a great team, but it's solid enough to where we can, again, hopefully stay out of relegation. And ST-HILAIRE has been great. Even though he doesn't want to come back, he's been great. Before we end this episode, there was one more thing that I did last episode that I don't know if I touched on. And this is going to be a bit of maybe a helping point for a lot of new players to this game, and it's your staff, your team staff. So usually when I start my career, I go in and the first thing I do is I hire the assistant coaches I want, and then I rehire all the scouting department and try to get the best of the best. Same with trainer as well, right? So these aren't the guys that were coaching to begin with. These were all new hires when I came in. GM Snipe Forcer came in. Yeah, and we still have 133,000, right? So that'll go on to next year, and hopefully it's gonna help us a little bit. But as of right now, we don't have any guys to re-sign there, so we're not gonna have to worry about that for a couple of years. But unfortunately, that will do it for this episode. If you liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in episode number 3 when we finish our first season with Nuremberg.